Hello there, people, and welcome to yet another edition of Aftershock, an exploration into the world of After Quake. So last time around, we checked out the beginning of Gregory McMartin's series of levels, and specifically with the third episode, Descent to Horror. I believe it was called The Surface. And yeah, we basically traveled into the U.S. Army space base or whatever and shot a bunch of things up and had some fun times with trying to survive in long swimming passages and whatnot that basically nearly killed us because scary. Yeah. I rant about why exactly that type of cruelty to the player is not really a good design choice in my opinion because it feels like unfair punishment. But that's aside the point. Today we're going to be talking about Ascent, the E3M2, or E4M2 if you're looking at his document. But that's aside the point. This level is very vertical. It's basically when I think of like my criticism last time about the whole this episode was kind of vertical, I really was kind of applying it to this one. It really is like ridiculously vertical and not really that horizontal. It's also very unrefined in comparison to a lot of the episode, so therefore it is a very unpolished level with a lot of verticality, and so therefore is probably one of the weaker ones of this episode. Let's see here. After wandering around in the old and abandoned military base for a while, you come across a most curious area. You find what appears to be some kind of military training course. The object of this course, it seems, is to go up. According to him, it's a neat mission, but the level is almost too much for Quake to handle. He had to chop stuff out of his original mission so that Quake didn't run out of surfaces. So yeah, back in the day, this was apparently a very, very demanding mission. Of course, today, it's probably going to look very simplistic and crude, but, you know, it's pretty much pushing the Quake engine to its limits by making a vertical ascension training course. Like I said, I think at the end of the day, the big flaw about this one is just that it's vertical. Doesn't allow for much exploration, but it is still a Gregory McMartin mission. It's still relatively decent. So with that in mind, I think really I don't really have any reason to talk for another hour like I did last time. So let's just get into this bloody thing. What would it change? Yeah, last time around I had a lengthy introduction, just had to talk about a bunch of different stuff. So here we are instead. Shorter mission. We're gonna get hit, but E3M2. And you spawn and everything trying to kill you. What a fun start. Let's see, trying to keep moving so I can get some traction. Oh boy, I see some lag. Yeah, you can see this level's pushed into its limits. Hooray for pushing DOS to its limits. And having to actually deal with DOS's limitations. Well, this was a painful way to start. I kind of will have to say that. But yeah, it's a very, very cheap start, honestly, with a couple enemies just out the gate already trying to shoot at you. Yeah, it's a very unfair thing. I've ranted in the past about why this is so unfair. What's this button do? Only one more to go. I really don't know what the button does to begin with, so... Here's some armor at least, that's a start. Okay. What does the other button do? Also, nice thing about this is that he has added like some doors that show where you came from. I do like the subtle detail. It's definitely nice to make it feel like you're not just lost. The second tier is accessible. So you see now there's a moving platform up there. That's where we'd be heading next. Just gotta climb up these platforms and not fall off like an idiot, and you'll be fine. Okay. Spotlight! There we are. Oh look, a free nail gun. That could be useful to try and sliver. A little bit at least. Oh god! That health pack could be very valuable at this minute. As you see, there's no secrets now. A shame, we've already lost secrets again. But we're trying to persevere through here, and we're in a kind of a bit of pain. What's in this water? More free shells. I kind of need help at the minute, game. Where's this lead? Have I already been here? Yes, I have. I see, so you swim up the pipe and you get to the next area. Let's start moving quickly and we can get to some corner. Just gonna tackle all these enemies on the corners. Not in a position to really play. You think this is some sort of game? I'll show you why it's not. Let's see, I see, there's an enemy up there. Wow, they're terrible aimers. Just trying to take these guys down so that way I can actually sleep for once. Alright, is everyone able to shut up now? There we are, at least we crossed the bridge to the other side. There's still quite a few. Try to tackle as many as I can. Why did I do that? Trail around. Can move around quickly. Pick up different little junk that I can. And there we are. Everything is now dead. Luckily I did it without taking too many injuries this time. I did survive for quite a little bit of time last time, so hopefully this time, now that I have a lot more health to work with, maybe I shall do a little bit better. Since after all, I was trying to survive on 8 health last time. You have to admit, I did pretty well on 8 health, but 95 health is a lot better. Oh, give me those shells. I need those shells to survive. Collect the shells to survive! What an amazing step. Oh look, a grenade launcher. Be lucky that. Okay, a few enemies gone. Hooray! Hey, I've actually controlled my environment a little bit. You suck my battleship punts. And now I'm going to have to sink you. Alright, let's actually go up there. Be easy to deal with them. Instead of trying to pod shot them, I can actually go up there and shoot them mano to mano. Highest tier reach. Yeah, I'm god tier now. God tier status. Something like that. I think that's what they meant, right? I'm now god tier. Go me, I'm now god tier. Super duper, how do you do? Let's see over here. We have a locked door. Amazing. I have found the gold door. This obviously must be the way forward. Anyway, we do have a way down here that leads really like nowhere. This is like a really useless platform between the platforms. So you want to kind of come down here and take out everything down here. Also gives you a lot of random free shells. What's over here? Anything? No. Well, this was a totally pointless venture. But at least a lot of things are dead now. And we did get a Ring of Shadows. Probably the most useless power-up in the game. Yeah, totally rocking with that Ring of Shadows. Glad we picked that up. I wouldn't be the same if I didn't have my Ring of Shadows. I could have chosen anything at all. I decided upon the Ring of Shadows. What's down here? That's a long fall. Let's hope we don't get hit. Here we are. This is getting very painful very fast. Owie. And it turns out I'm going to need some more stuff. See, first of all, we need to get the elevator down. Second of all, I need health. Yeah, this should be interesting. Hey! Get back here! Come back with my elevator! This doesn't really help anyone at all. Yoo-hoo! Elevator! I'm down here. Could you stop going up and try and come down for once? Try and come down for once in your life. It's the right thing to do. Okay, there we are. Hooray, about time I actually came down. That's it, just keep coming. Tell you and your stupid elevator tricks. Here we are! Alright, freedom is mine. Now we can get out of here and actually hopefully not die. That's kind of the hard part this time. I fall off a platform and I'm probably going to die. Yeah. I have no reason to really be confident at the moment. Like, look at my health. I mean, if a grunt pod shots me, I'm dead. And I'm supposed to have faith? Okay, squad, we did it. We actually made it across a pit of death. And we got some armor and a funky key. And surprisingly, nothing spawned in to kill me. Oh, we got a silver key that shall help us unlock the door. I also got some protection, you know, so that way in case when I have to fight enemies, I now have armor, so I don't die immediately. You know, because I'm going to not totally die immediately because of my health. Oh, yes! You can die immediately here anyway, because this is a crusher, people. Yep, you step on there, you're basically going to get crushed. Basically, you want to hug the wall here. Be very careful with the crusher, because he'll insta-kill you. Okay, so we got the key. I got the key. The secret of life, people. Was that it? Like, do I just, like, come up here and that pretty much is it? I think I'm missing something here. Like, the secret to life. There's obviously a secret to life. Oh no! Okay. Ow! Oh god! Oh god! I'm on 1 health. I'm on 1 health now. I went from 2 health to 1 health. How much crazier can I get? I'm kind of paranoid about getting out of here now. I tried getting off the elevator and it nearly killed me. That ain't positive. All I want to do is exit the level. I have a full thing of red armor. What was the point of that? Okay. I'm sorry. There we are. Carefully. You don't want to die now, do you? Well, maybe you're a masochist that enjoys death. And there we are, the exit tunnel. If you want to exit, but we're missing a bunch of enemies. Like a lot of enemies. How are we missing so many enemies? Okay, let's see here. Because one thing I do recall that I'm missing is that when you come down to the end here, you were supposed to be able to like swim down. Oh. Apparently there's a lip right here that prevents you from swimming down. What stinks? Yeah, that's a real simple detail that you have to like know about. Yeah, this is why transparent water and like Quake makes it a lot better. Because look at this. If you walk against here, you're not gonna know about this. You have to like walk specifically right here. Right here. Otherwise it doesn't work. And let's quickly swim up. We need to find some health. Oh look! Mega health! I could use that. Quick, swim back down. What's it? Right, every second, there's a bunch of Rotfish. So that's 4 Rotfish. You take 4, you subtract it from my total score. Now you look at like 43 remaining. $42, 41, 40. So there's still like 6 enemies. Well, 8 enemies, let's say it is. Let's make that 39, 38, 37. 30 cents. As you see, the rest of the enemies here are all Rotfish. So, we just massacred a bunch of Rotfish. Also, look at this random giant spear thing. Yeah. Random giant spear thing. Amazing. I would be totally lost if it wasn't for the random giant spear of randomness. Let's see here. We need to get some ammo. Because I need to be protected against the forces of nothingness. Let's get all the rockets and go down the random hole on the floor. Totally doesn't matter because we're getting out of here anyway. But there we are. I survived and everything is dead. Hooray for a redemption. I went down to literally 1 health. And I made my redemption from that. Hooray! That definitely was an insane way to pull it off, but alright, thank God for 100 health packs. But yeah. Let's see here. You guys all know this is the exit, so let's stand here for a second and talk, right? So it's kind of soft here. So let's see, opinions about this level. As I said at the beginning, this level is really just a vertical nightmare. It really is just keep ascending, kill some stuff, then go down and shoot some stuff. And not a big fan of the middle floor area where you get the ring of shadows, just because it's so inconvenient, because you have to like drop down to it and there's like nothing down there. It just feels like a really useless waste of space, honestly, that whole area. And other than that, it really is just a matter of ascending to the top floor, getting 2 keys, and kind of go into the door. Which sounds simple, but it's a pain in the butt, because you have to really, like, drop down a pit and hope not to die due to any of the lights or the elevator. Which is fine, I guess, is that's all the environment hazards or whatnot. But it does make it a bit more of an element of chance than I would particularly like. But yeah, it's a matter of just kind of swimming around, shooting some stuff. Really, a massive majority of this level is going to be on killing a bunch of fish. This level, much like the last level, is all enforcers, grunts, and Rotfish. I mean, there's not even any Rottweilers here. I mean, why do we have all these base levels without any Rottweilers? But yeah, basically we're dealing with enforcers and grunts, and then we all of a sudden have some random fish at the end all to deal with, like a giant mob of fish. Why exactly we had the whole fish area, I'm not really sure. The only real incentive to going all the way down there is to get some health or whatnot. Other than that, it's really just a place where you end up wasting a bunch of time trying to kill fish and losing a bunch of health because of how it exactly is timed. So it's kind of like a little inconvenient area, and really serves no purpose besides like kind of backtrack around. I would say it's a nice little area to explore, but it almost is like you have to like go through the entire map to kind of check it out. And when you go there, it seems to be just a very, very open, expansive area with just a bunch of random fish. It just feels anticlimactic and really kind of pointless. And to even figure it out and figure out where you have to go, you have to like stand in the exact right spot. If you move too forward, you're going to miss it entirely. I would exactly like that. I don't like stand in the right random spot and you miss it. You know, I mean, you know, it would work if it was a secret, but because of how exactly it's treated as like an area to actually go practically, it just feels kinda cheap. That's something that, you know, like, would be seen like the Necropolis, except, you know, that would be a secret. So, yeah, there's a big difference between that and this, and sadly, this really kind of feels inferior because of that. Add in the facts of its verticality or whatnot, and you can definitely see this is not exactly my favorite level of the series. It has its points and whatnot. It's not the worst level of all time. It still definitely trumps a lot of what we saw in episode 2, mainly because it's a stable thing, and it allows for some decent action. It really is a basic level that offers us kind of some basic things. At this point, that's really what we need. After Q2's monotony and all the instabilities of episode 2, we really just need some more levels that are actually, you know, levels that are playable. It definitely, though, feels lesser than, say, the experimental efforts of Dark Hour or episode 1 of Aftershock, which was also trying its own thing. Here, like I said, it's as usual, just doing its own little drum beat. It's an Ascension-based level, which you could say is something, but levels that go vertical are a dime a dozen, and honestly, they're just not my cup of tea or whatnot because they're so vertical. They're always about just going up and not really exploring anything. So, yeah, this level just kind of really doesn't ring a bell with me. It doesn't really feel that great of a level, honestly. It's a playable level, and definitely a thing to bridge the gap between the others. But I still feel this one's probably like filler in comparison to some of the others that we could be playing. So yeah, this one's kind of just there. We did the, you know, the previous level. And next time around, we'll check out another level. So it's kind of convenient, huh? It bridges together two levels in a filler sort of way. Amazing filler level. Filled with going up. The end tunnel! Thank you for telling me, buddy. Alright, so there we are. And we spawn to another level with everything trying to kill me. As I've already said before, I kind of find that to be cheap. So yeah, not a big fan at all of this, but we can only do what we can do, and luckily, we're dealing with it pretty fine, even with these cheapness-based effects. Like, look at the original Quake. There's a reason why there was never any levels where enemies just spawned in and started killing you. And yeah, it seems that's what Gregory McMartin seems to like doing, at least for the last two levels. The first level being, of course, different from that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it really is just a level of verticality, and now we're in a level called the River, which you guys should recognize as being the level that we saw in the third demo. Aftershock has 3 demos, the first one being Fire Scirocco from E1M4, the second one being E2M1, which is Ambush, and the third one now being E3M2, The River. So yes, we'll finally get to see what that third demo level was about. Check that one out and actually finally bring clarity to that whole thing that we saw in the introduction video. Yeah, how long ago that was. Actually, I don't think it really was too long. Not really sure. I'm kind of terrible with passage of time and all that stuff. I'm playing a 20-year-old game nowadays, what can I say? Anyway, thank you very much all for watching. It has been an adventure, and I shall see you all next time.